What if I told you genius isn't real? The smartest people in the world weren't born that way. Their biggest breakthroughs didn't come from magical eureka moments. They came from tiny daily habits you probably overlook. We imagine elite scientists are wired differently, like they've got a secret genius gene. But the truth? Their breakthroughs almost never came from one dramatic spark. They came from micro habits, tiny, consistent actions that compound into massive results. Here's the good news. These habits are simple, free, and backed by science. You don't need insane talent, superhuman willpower, or years of training. You can start today. In this video, I'll show you 7 micro habits geniuses use every single day, and how you can use them to unlock your brain power right now. Genius Habit 1. The Circadian Sync. Your body runs on a hidden 24-hour clock. Geniuses don't fight it. They use it. Darwin wrote his most complex theories in the morning. Maya Angelou booked hotel rooms and worked in short bursts during her best hours. Tesla thrived at night. They all tailored their schedules to match their brain's rhythm. Even Benjamin Franklin tracked his schedule religiously. His daily question was, "What good shall I do this day?" He wasn't just asking philosophically, he was syncing his life with his prime brain hours. Trying to force deep work when you're drained is like trying to win a race on flat tires. You just won't get far. Challenge. For 1 week, track your energy highs and lows. Find your prime brain hours. When you do, guard them. That's when you handle your hardest work. Everything else can wait. Genius Habit 2. The proactive start. Most people wait for motivation. Geniuses know action comes first, motivation second. Edison didn't sit around for inspiration. He tested thousands of filaments before finding one that worked. Action killed procrastination. Think about your own life. How many hours have you wasted waiting for the right time? Did waiting ever make the task easier, or did the dread just grow bigger? Micro habit. Touch your project for 5 minutes, open the file, write a single line. 5 minutes flips your brain from frozen to flowing. Genius Habit 3. The creative stroll. Jobs and Einstein both relied on walking, and science proves it. Stanford found walking boosts creativity by 60%. Einstein credited daily lakeside walks for his breakthroughs. Jobs insisted on walking meetings because ideas flowed in motion. Beethoven even carried a pencil and paper on his daily walks in case inspiration struck. Walking shifts your brain from tunnel vision to wide open mode. That's when dots connect. Micro habit. Next time you're stuck, don't force it. Walk for 10 minutes, no phone, no distractions. Let your mind wander. Drop a comment. What's the best idea you've ever had while walking, showering, or zoning out? Bet it wasn't while staring at a spreadsheet. Hey, if you're still watching right now, you're already ahead of most people who click away. Respect. I know you're one of the serious ones. We've covered 3 habits and we've still got 4 left. Notice the pattern? Genius isn't about overnight transformation. It's about stacking tiny wins until they tip the scale. Let's keep going. Genius Habit 4. The tiny trigger. Big habits fail because they're overwhelming. Geniuses use tiny triggers. Want to read? 1 page. Meditate. 1 minute. Exercise? 2 push-ups. When the habit's tiny, resistance disappears. Behavioral scientists call this the minimum viable habit. Small steps trick your brain into progress. Once you've started, you usually keep going. Micro habit. Shrink 1 habit to 30 seconds. Attach it to something you already do. After brushing my teeth, I'll stretch for 30 seconds. Small but sticky. What's one tiny habit you could shrink and tie to your routine? Genius Habit 5. The Einstein Sleep Protocol. Einstein famously slept 10 hours and napped daily. Lazy? No, strategic. Sleep organizes memories, strengthens learning, and solves problems in the background. In one study, people who slept on a puzzle were twice as likely to solve it the next day. Sleep doesn't waste time. It multiplies it. Think about it. How many times have you gone to bed stuck and woken up with the solution? That's your brain working overtime while you rest. Micro habit: lock in a consistent bedtime and wake up. If you crash midday, take a 15-minute nap. Treat sleep as brain fuel. Genius habit 6. The Skinner Scorecard. Psychologist B.F. Skinner tracked everything: his hours, his habits, even meals. Because what gets measured gets managed. Tracking makes vague goals like be productive measurable. It's like turning your day into a video game where focus time equals points. Micro habit: spend 2 minutes each night logging deep versus shallow work. No judgment, just numbers. After a week, you'll see the truth. Maybe you thought you worked 6 focused hours, but really it was 2. Once you can see it, you can fix it. Genius habit 7. The Dweck mindset refocus. Final habit: the Dweck refocus. Carol Dweck's research showed 2 mindsets: fixed versus growth. Fixed says, I'm smart or I'm dumb. Growth says, I can improve. Every scientist lives in growth mode. Science is just failing 99 times until something works. Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. If he gave up, we'd still be in the dark. Micro habit: anytime you think, I can't do this, add one word: yet. That tiny shift turns failure into a challenge. Bonus nugget: compound genius. Here's the overlooked part. One habit alone won't transform you overnight. But stack them? That's compound genius. Think of compound interest. At first, the growth looks tiny, but given time, the curve explodes upward. Your habits work the same way. One walk, one push-up, one nap, they look small. Stack them, and they transform everything. Let's recap fast. Circadian sync: guard your brain's peak hours. Proactive start: begin before motivation shows up. Creative stroll: walk your way to insights. Tiny trigger: make habits stupid small. Einstein sleep protocol: sleep as strategy, not laziness. Skinner scorecard to track focus like a game. Dweck refocus: add yet to every roadblock. Here's the truth. Genius isn't born. It's built. Not with giant leaps, but with micro steps repeated daily. And don't underestimate starting small. Every breakthrough scientist, every innovator you admire, started with one tiny shift. This week could be the turning point you look back on. Why not make that today? So, out of all 7, which habit will you start this week? Comment it right now. Writing it down makes you 42% more likely to follow through. Most people will hear these habits and do nothing. Don't be most people. Pick one, just one. Test it for 7 days. Watch how fast momentum builds. Your genius isn't in the future. It starts today, with one small habit. And in a year, you could look back and realize that was the moment everything shifted. And if you want more science-backed strategies to unlock your brain, hit subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching.